And stepping into the ring for the first bout tonight, it's Damien Hawker, all the way from rural Victoria, near Nathalia. Tell us a little bit about Damien, Mark.
Well, Damien Hawker, Michael, he's certainly one big leg kicker coming from the Bob Jones Corporation. Of course, you said Nathalia is his hometown in the Goulburn Valley. Big, powerful leg kicker. Really a Thai fighter, but obviously fighting Chrisouplides here tonight under the kickboxing rules.
And making his way to the ring is the man they call Mr. Charisma, led by his trainer, Pat the Phantom Chrisouplides. It's Chrisouplides here for this rematch with Damien Hawker.
Well, Michael, Chrisouplides, he is getting better with every fight, this young man. He is a gentleman, a very humble fellow outside of the ring, but inside the ring, he's coming along. They call him Mr. Charisma. His technique is certainly improving with each bout, and he tells me that he's happy to take Damien Hawker on in the rematch and give it to him as good as he did in the first.
Okay, gentlemen, I'll take it both here in the back room. You got any questions at this time? Okay, listen to my commands. When I tell you to stop, stop. Defend yourself 4 times, touch gloves now, and in the last round. Good luck.
We are ready to kick off the action. Our first bout here tonight, the Australian super heavyweight title rematch between Chrisouplides out of the red corner and Damien Hawker out of the blue corner. Your third man in the centre ring, the referee Bryce Birtwhistle, of course, Mark the Hammer, your old trainer, Bryce Birtwhistle.
Oh, yes, Michael, I've done many a round on the pads with Mr. Bryce Birtwhistle, and he certainly prepares you well for any type of fight, whether it be in a tournament, in the ring, or anywhere. He's certainly one hell of a trainer. Not a bad referee either, I might add.
We remember the last time these two men fought each other. Damien Hawker went to town on Chrisouplides with some huge leg kicks. Chrisouplides fired back with his lethal hooks. There's that leg kick to the lead leg there from Hawker. That's the one which did so much damage last time. Chrisouplides could hardly walk by the end of the bout. And you can bet that Pat the Phantom Chrisouplides would have trained him to be checking those kicks here tonight.
Michael, talking to Pat Chrisouplides earlier this week, he told me that they were preparing up, obviously, for Damien Hawker's big thumping leg kicks. But possibly, and just possibly, maybe Damien has changed his game plan a little from their first fight, of course, which is always a good tack, because you can often throw your opponent if you change your game plan and come in with a different style.
Chrisouplides is going headhunting with a big right hand. He'll have to keep his gloves up for this fight. He has a tendency to drop his gloves, and if Hawker comes over the top with a straight left or right of his own, could be lights out for the big man Chrisouplides. Chrisouplides just trying to feel his way there with the left hand. Trying to draw Hawker back towards the blue corner.
Stop. Step back. Back, Chris. Step off him.
And Bryce Birtwhistle doing a job of keeping it nice and clean at the moment. The end of the first round of action. Mark the Hammer, how did you see that one?
Well, it was a fairly even and slow start to the first round. Chrisouplides going headhunting on Damien Hawker. But Damien in turn just happy to stick and move and fire in those leg kicks. As I'm looking at the statistics here, punches 11 to Chrisouplides and only 4 to Hawker. We see the boys going at it there. Chrisouplides just barreling his way forward, and that's something that Hawker's going to have to do. He's going to have to get out of the way of those forward onslaughts, because as you can see, Chrisouplides certainly got a bit of weight behind him, and you don't want to be barreled up in the ropes or in the corner with that much energy coming towards you. On the kicks, strangely enough, Chrisouplides also taking the lead there 7-2 from Hawker, and Hawker, that was the leg kicks, of course, and I would have expected that to be the other way around, but generally a good first and even first round.
Round 2, Tony Jones, WAK Australian Super Heavyweight Championship.
Let's go around. Let's clean up in there, please, Pat. Go. Wait.
We're underway in the second round of action. Chrisouplides comes out firing with that left hand, drawing Hawker back into the neutral corner.
Stop, fellas. Listen to me. Listen to me. Come on. Not wrestling. Keep it tidy, all right? Wait. Stop. Stop. Step back.
Damien Hawker a little on the back foot here. He's, seems fairly wary of those punches of Chrisouplides.
Damien Hawker just taking a blow to the groin. And he'll get a moment to breathe it up here.
Come on, suck it up.
1997, last year was a big one for Chrisouplides.
There you see the groin strike that caught Hawker sweet. It was not intentional, but nevertheless it was right on the button, so to speak. And Hawker's going to take this minute's rest to try and recover.
All right. Breathe it up. Let's go. Right, what's
As I was saying, Chrisouplides winning the Australian title against Tim Montgomery by knockout in 1997. Chrisouplides aggressive again. They trade a bit of leather over in the blue corner.
Step back. Let him go. Don't hit him underneath. Let him go. Come on. Get right back. Right away. Wait.
Last time we saw Chrisouplides in action was here on Fox Sports in April when he knocked out the Duke, Steve Irvine, in the second round. Hawker just collecting him in there with a nice left hand. Mark, so far, Hawker not using his leg kicks to as great effect as he did in their last battle.
Well, Hawker's not really taking the fight up to Chrisouplides as he did in their first encounter. He's certainly backing off a lot more here, Michael, and he's really not putting his kicks in with as much conviction as he did.
Chrisouplides tried to line his jaw up with a big right hand, didn't quite come off for him.
Well done. Wipe your gloves, Chris. Wipe your gloves.
A big slinger indeed with his hands and his legs, Chrisouplides. There he is, got that right hand cocked and ready for action. 20-kilo weight difference between the two men. Chrisouplides at 120, Hawker at 100.
Let's go. Step back. Come on, Chris. Off him. Come on, straight punch him. Let's go.
Chris looking a little tired already. Just a touch of blood there trickling from his nose. Certainly, Chrisouplides doing all the chasing. Damien Hawker doing all the fancy footwork. But I'd have to say Chrisouplides is landing a bit more technique. And at this stage, although he looks a bit tired, and he is being predictable with his punches, he's taking this fight right up to Damien Hawker. And just having a quick look at the stats, I see that Chrisouplides is leading the stakes all round with 13 punches, 8 kicks, as opposed to Hawker, 6 punches, 2 kicks. So the story tells the tale there with Chrisouplides always pushing forward. Here we see Damien Hawker trying to keep him away, and Chrisouplides just letting that big right hand go and then trying to work the body. Hawker tying him up and losing his footing, goes to ground. But as I said, Chris is certainly pushing up a lot and giving it his all.
Round 3.
Clean that corner, please, Pat. Let's go.
Into the third round of action. Chrisouplides opens up like a house on fire. Hawker back against the ropes early on.
Step back, fellas. Come on. Once his head's underneath, there's
And
nothing happening.
Chrisouplides
Come on.
going, swinging with those left and right hands. Hawker lines up the big leg kick.
There's one of those big trademark leg kicks, unfortunately just missing. But that's what he did a lot more of in their first encounter, and he landed a lot more as well.
Stop. Stop. His head's underneath.
Chrisouplides will have to keep his hands up. He likes to go in swinging, but at the same time he can't forget his defences.
Stop. Stop. Nothing in. Come on, fellas. Don't push off. Wait.
Nice round kick to the body there by Hawker. Chrisouplides followed him right through and against the ropes again. Almost a minute down in this round.
Well, Hawker's got to get busy. Chris is getting a little tired here, and this is where Hawker could take it up to him, but he keeps backing off and letting Chris take the initiative. There's a bit of the Chrisouplides charisma coming through.
Stop. Stop. Let him go, Chris. Don't fall on him.
Well, this fight, Mark, scheduled for 5 rounds. Chrisouplides looks like he's trying to suck in some air already.
Well, yeah, Chris looked a little fatigued, probably from the word go. His fitness may be down a touch from the last time we've seen him, but Damien Hawker is very, very flash and light on his feet, but once he pops those front kicks and those jabs, Chrisouplides just walks right through them, and that's the difficulty when you're fighting up in these heavy ranks and your opponent has 20-odd kilo on you.
The big man, Chrisouplides, showing a little bit of agility there with an attempted spinning back kick. Nice front kick up to the face area there from Damien Hawker, then caught him with the left hook. End of the 3rd round of action, Mark the Hammer Castanini. How did you see that one?
Well, it's just going down the same road, Michael. He's still just sort of backpedaling a little, Damien Hawker, which of course he has to do to some extent because of Chrisouplides' great weight difference. But you've got to be working, you've got to be popping the kicks, there's got to be hammering away at those legs and also working the body with punches. But he just seems to be backpedaling a lot and waiting for Chrisouplides to unload on him.
Seconds up, round 4.
Let's go, Red. Tidy that up in the corner, Pat, please. All right, let's go. What?
Into the 4th round of action. Hawker starts it off with a leg kick and then a nice front kick to the face. He caught Chrisouplides with that one. Seemed to infuriate Mr. Charisma.
Have a look at those welts on the back of Hawker, Michael. I don't know what they're from, but they're certainly leaving nice red marks.
Chrisouplides just leading with the left hand. Came over the top of the right. Hawker wobbled over in the blue corner. Well, Chrisouplides unleashing some salvos early on in this round. We're only 30 seconds down.
Hawker's been very predictable with that lead hook and swinging his punches fairly wildly. He should be punching a lot straighter. He's working the front kick to good effect, but unfortunately his punches haven't got enough behind him, or not enough at least to stop Chrisouplides. Chrisouplides getting a warning for an illegal groin stroke in the clinch.
It's a point deduction, actually.
It is a point deduction.
Well, that could be very costly indeed for Chrisouplides, who's been doing a fine job so far. Comes in firing again with the big left hook. And there's a nice front kick off the right leg by Damien Hawker. Dropped Chrisouplides to the canvas.
Well, he took Chrisouplides when he was off balance, I suppose. He had one foot up in the air, and Damien Hawker timed that front kick perfectly.
1 minute 25 gone in this round. Is Chrisouplides frustrated now, Mark, that he's been deducted 1 point?
Well, it's certainly you can kiss this round goodbye, I suppose, unless he does something like gives Hawker an 8 count. But Hawker's just got to stick and move now, and he'll salvage this round. But Chrisouplides got to be doing a lot more.
Chrisouplides still the aggressor, waiting with that left hand. Hawker still not really finding the target with those leg kicks as much as he should be. And there's the end of the round. Mark the Hammer Castanini, that one there going to Damien Hawker.
Well, Chrisouplides is looking very weary, and I suppose that strike was a little bit glarising, but unfortunately it cost him dearly. And also, he's just the fatigue, I suppose, is just taking its toll, and he's doing some fairly uncharacteristic things for him. His technique isn't as tidy as I seen it in the last bout, but as I said, he's looking a little tired. The statistics are showing me punches 14 to Chrisouplides, 8 to Hawker. So Hawker having a bit of a comeback in that round. There you see Chrisouplides with that barrage about 20 seconds into that round, and he's right on to Hawker. But Hawker just evasive and doing everything he can to get out of there. And referee Bryce Birtwhistle right on the money to keep the boys tidy. See Chrisouplides leading in with the hook. Hawker firing that front kick that took Chrisouplides down there. And he's timing his front kicks well, Hawker. He's just got to put him right on and not let him skim off that wet skin.
Both fighters touch gloves. We're ready to rock and roll in the 5th and final round of action. Chrisouplides comes out slugging again. Disappointing to have that point deducted in the last round for him after he was the busier of the two. As Mark said, between the break, 14 punches for Chrisouplides to only 8 for Damien Hawker in the last round.
There's a bruising body shot from Chrisouplides. Got that one right in on Hawker.
Hawker goes sweeping downstairs with the leg kicks. Chrisouplides trying to back him against the ropes. Keep him nice and close. That front kick to the face off the left leg, not really finding the mark on that occasion there for Hawker.
I'd say Chrisouplides is getting a little frustrated on Hawker's evasive movements.
Big leg kick again by Hawker. Chrisouplides took it on the shin and replied with one of his own.
Hawker taking a bit of a knee to the face there on the way down from Chrisouplides, unintentional because he was had his momentum up throwing kicks.
About 50 seconds to go in this round, the fifth and final round of action. It's been an interesting rematch so far. Both men will really have to bring home the bacon in the last 30 seconds or so.
Both guys looking extremely tired here in the fifth and final round.
Chrisouplides charging across the ring, ties Hawker up. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd. The force behind Chrisouplides' punches. A nice leg kick to the lead leg by Mr. Charisma, firing out the big right hand again.
Hawker's got to power in a bit more with that front kick. He's just throwing it up. He's got to put it forward more so, and he'll probably take Chrisouplides a little more. But he's just putting that front kick up as a token.
Final seconds of the round.
That's good, fellas. Keep working.
Nice round kick to the head there by Damien Hawker to end the fight. And there's the end of our super heavyweight rematch between Chrisouplides and Damien Hawker.
Well, what a rematch. Certainly the boys better for the first clash. No one really had a clear advantage. They both nullified each other to some extent. The statistics again in that round showing Chrisouplides having a clear sort of runaway tally with 18 punches to 8 from Hawker. The kicks are fairly even, 2 and 3 respectively. But Chrisouplides just landing more clean punches. On my scorecard anyway, I'd have to say just apart from that, the fourth round where he had the point off, Chrisouplides was the aggressor and probably was busier with landing more clean punches, whereas Hawker was always on the back pedal and not really powering up with his leg kicks as he did in their first encounter.
Okay, let's go to ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a split decision. Retaining his championship, Mr. Charisma, Chrisouplides.
Well, there you have it, Mark the Hammer. A split decision going the way of Mr. Charisma, Chrisouplides. And in the end, as you said, I think he was the aggressor for the entire bout.
Well, Michael, I don't think Damien Hawker did as much in this encounter as he did in their first. But Chrisouplides a worthy winner.